Hey, what up everybody, it's Sinny, and this is Gems of War for PS4, and today we will be covering delves. I was asked to cover this by a subscriber, and I want to help you guys out with delves. I'm not the most experienced with the delves, but I do them every day, and I have almost every one advanced a little bit, and so I can give you some tips and strategies for delves if you're just starting out, or even if you're kind of in intermediate. So if you are, top tier delver, then this may not be the video for you, but I'll try to help out as much as I can with delves, because I know it's kind of confusing. So the way to get to delves here is you go to Crystera here, and you go to the underworld. That's where the delves are located. And as of right now, making this video, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different factions. That's what they're called. They're called factions when you do delves. And they're all part of a different kingdom. Each delve is a faction of a kingdom on the main map here. Like, I think Hall of Guardians is White Helm or something like that. I don't know if it says it in here or not. I don't see it, but anyway, the most important thing about delves, this was kind of confusing when I started out, so this is the first thing I want to say, is when you go to do a delve, like we'll go to the Warrens here, here's you get 3 sigils per day. When you go to do one of these delves, if you pick one of these and you beat it all the way out and you kill the boss room and everything, here, I'll select it just so we can look at it here. Here's the map. This is what it looks like. It's most similar to Tower of Doom, I would say, even though Tower of Doom came out after this, after delves. But this is just the Great Warren, level 20. This is the faction you'll want to farm. That means you want to keep it at level 20. You can go all the way up to level 40, but you can't beat out level 40. You got to keep level 20 available. That way you can farm it. And the reason we farm the Warrens is because there's treasure chest rooms, and it's the best one to keep at level 20 for farming purposes. But yeah, you'll start here in this room here. You'll beat that. Then you'll have a choice between one of these 2 rooms. Then you'll beat that, you'll go all the way through, and you'll beat the boss. And then you'll be permanently on level 30. You can go back to 20. But if you beat 30, then you'll be on 40. So you can go back to 30 and 20. But once you go past 40, you can't go back to 20 anymore. So that's the most important thing about delves, is that you cannot go back to previous levels. So once you go past level 40, you can't go back to level 20. Now you're going to have level 30, level 40, and level 50 to choose from on your daily delve. 20 is just never going to be available again unless there's a faction event. So in some cases, you'll get up to like level 100 on delves, or level 200, whatever, and it'll get so difficult that you can't beat it anymore. And you kind of get into, you can't even progress. It gets so tough, the enemy stats get so high that you can't beat it anymore. And it's really hard to even go back to, say you're on 100, it's hard to even go back to level 80 and complete that out sometimes. If you got lucky on 90 and 100, you can get stuck at 100 and just totally be screwed because you can't beat 80, 90, or 100. So that's one thing to keep in mind with delves, is you cannot go back. The only time you can is when there's an event for this faction. So I think once a week, let's go check it out here. Games. Faction event. So there's one in 3 days and 11 hours. I don't know which one that is. So I think they have like one a week, one faction event per week, let's say. But there's like 7 delves now, so you won't be able to go back to the Warrens for 7 weeks, let's say. So if there's one per week, it's going to take 7 weeks before you can go back to like the beginning of the warrants and start all over. So you can go back to level 20, level 30, level 40, level 50, and like then you can start, you know, then you could farm level 20 if you wanted to in the event, but you'd have to not beat the boss during the event, because in the events, if you progress, you like permanently progress in that event and you can't go back and farm. So you would have to keep repeating level 20 without beating the boss in the event to farm it. But you know, that costs sigils. So it's just tough. You just got to keep that in mind as you level up your delves, your factions, that you cannot go backwards. You can only go forward or stay the same. And just beating the boss room on any delve will progress you forward. And like it showed with the Great Warrens, I can choose between 20, 30, and 40 right now. But as soon as I beat the boss of level 40 in the Great Warren, I cannot do level 20 anymore. You only have the 3 choices. And this is the daily. You get 3 sigils per day. And that's when you're going to be farming the Warren. So you want to keep the Warren. You want to be able to do level 20 at the Warrens. You want to keep the Warrens as your farming faction. That way you can get chaos shards, which are these little purple shards right here. That's the resource for the delves. You get these, you use them to buy troops and treasures, and then you level up your horde. So let's just run through one real quick, and then I'll show you like the level and the quality and how to upgrade and everything. But I need to get some more chaos shards and stuff like that, and I really don't have a lot of gold, so I'll just show you how to farm the Warrens real quick. And hopefully you haven't already gone past level 20 in the Great Warren. If you have, you can use, you know, it's not a huge deal to use something else, another faction. Just pick one where you haven't progressed past 20. See, if I pick this one, like, I don't even know if yeah, I can do. So on All-Seeing Eye, I can only choose between 210, 220, and 230. This was like the first faction I ever did, and this was before I knew I couldn't go backwards or anything. So now these are the only 3 I can do. And if 210's super hard, I may not even be able to beat the boss. Maybe I got lucky on 220. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm stuck here, and the only time I can progress, the only time I can get like chaos shards and rewards for completing anything in the All-Seeing Eye is when there's an event. So you always want to keep one of these at level 20, just so you can always farm no matter what. If you get stuck on all the rest of them, let's say, you're just stuck on every single one of them. They're leveled so high up that you can't replicate what you did. You got lucky and you beat 1 or 2 of them, and you just can't replicate it. You can't beat the boss. You're not getting any rewards or resources out of it. At least you can go back to this, the one you're keeping as your farming one, and you can farm through level 20, beat the boss. Hopefully you have a good quality for your, you know, your chest, so you can get good rewards after you complete out level 20 really quick. Sorry, I'm like burping a lot. So let's run through this real quick. I know it's kind of confusing. I'm trying here. It's not exactly the easiest thing to explain, but let's run through the Great Warren real quick. Here's my team for the Great Warren. It's based on just completing it quickly. So this may not be the best team. There's probably other teams you could use. Mostly you want like a high AoE damage troop, like the World Breaker. He can just destroy the whole team in one cast for most of them. And then you just want like stuff that gives him his mana with the other 3. So I got Mountain Crusher, Exploding Gems. I'm using Thief only because I'm leveling up Thief. If you wanted to optimize this team, you'd probably use Titan. But I'm just leveling up Thief, and you get 2 experience for your class, your hero class in Delves. So it's a really good place to level up your hero classes. So pick one that you want to level up, and use it for your your class in Delves, and you'll get 2 experience instead of 1 in Delves. So I use Mountain Crusher with Thief, just because I'm leveling up Thief. Mercy, World Breaker, and Trickster. And all I'm interested in is getting World Breaker his mana and just blowing up the other team with World Breaker. So Trickster explodes gems, 14 green gems. Mercy makes purple gems, or she changes purple to yellow for World Breaker, and Mountain Crusher explodes gems. So it's all geared to get World Breaker up so he can cast and just blow apart the other team as soon as possible. So we got Mercy, obviously, because of her trait. Empowered, she starts battle with full mana, so make sure you have Mercy fully traded. And like I said, this doesn't have to be your team. You can make I think you can make a key team here. Maybe. Like I've always had this team, so there's probably other teams you could use. I'm just killing them as fast as I can, so World Breaker was what I chose. So Mercy changes purple to yellow and cleanses all allies and gives 31 life to the weakest ally. So we have purple right here. We're going to change purple to yellow, so we're going to get an extra turn right there. So we're going to go ahead and cast it. And it's up right now because we have Empowered. Here's another extra turn on yellow, giving our World Breaker his mana. Now we have a blue extra turn right here and brown one right here, which we should do first because it's higher up on the board. Here's a yellow extra turn. It's higher up on the board, so we want to do it first, even though there's that blue extra turn down there. Now we got World Breaker. Just go ahead and cast it, and the other team is dead. So that's how that team works. Mountain Crusher explodes. I'll show the treasures here. And this is just for one room. This isn't, you're going for the treasure at the very end when you kill the boss. So this is just extra stuff you get along the way. 73 experience, 463 gold, 8 souls, 90 gold. So that's over 500 gold. You get a lot of gold in Delves. More souls, thief experience. And your first room will always get you to Delve chest to level 1. And what we're hoping for is by the end of this, we're going to be on Delve Chest level 10. And that's based on our Hoard level, which I'll show you how to upgrade later. After this, we go through this one. The next most important thing, after you know that you can't go back in Delves, and you want to keep the Warren or whatever one you want at level 20 so you can farm it, the next thing you need to know is these treasure multipliers here. It says treasure times 1.2. Chest upgrade 30%. Effect all future enemies are sturdy. So we can choose between that or this. Treasure times 1.15. Chest upgrade 20%. All future enemies are aflame. To be honest, I don't really pay attention to the effect. The only time I do is when it's greedy, or the Cedric one, if that's not greedy. But yeah, it is. It's money bags. So the only time I ever pay attention to the effect is if it's greedy or money bags, because if you complete that battle, you will get greedy and money bags for the rest of the battles. So you'll get more gold. So you want to do that as soon as possible. But that's the only effect I really look at. They don't matter that much when you're farming, especially. Later on, they might matter more, like when you're in the high level delves. But right now, don't even look at the effect. The most important thing is the treasure multiplier, the 1.15. What you want to do is, if you have a choice between 2 or 3 of them, whatever one's the highest. So 1.2 we got here, 1.15 we have here, so you want to go with 1.2. That'll multiply your treasure by 1.2 for the rest of the delve. It doesn't seem like a lot, but as you go through all the battles, if you choose the higher one each time, you're going to get more treasure than if you just go willy-nilly and just choose whatever. So we got a brown extra turn here, so we're going to take it. Making sure we don't have Mercy, because we got Empowered. So anytime yellow and purple line up for an extra turn, we're going to take Mercy. We got brown here. It's going to cascade some red, so let's do that. get our Mountain Crusher up. So, still don't have Mercy. Go ahead and cast Mountain Crusher. Actually, we have a blue extra turn. We could go do that. You really just want to get this done as quickly as possible. So, I'm explaining it. It's not showing how quickly I can go, as usual. I'm trying to explain it for people that are new, intermediate players that maybe can learn something. So, I'm going to explode the brown with Mountain Crusher. Hoping that'll line up some purple and yellow, which it did not. But we have our Trickster. Trickster explodes 14 green gems and switches the first and last enemies. So we're just interested in his exploding the 14 green gems. And he starts battles with 75% mana, so you want to have him fully traded as well. So we're going to blow up the green gems. We're trying to get World Breaker. We got World Breaker, so we're going to go ahead and do it because he's going to kill everybody on the other team. And there you go. And if you do that quickly, it'll take like 3 turns and you'll beat it. So if I wasn't explaining in detail, it would go quickly. So here we're going to look at the treasure multiplier once again. 1.25. We know this one over here is 1.15, so we're going to do 1.25. And the battles get harder and harder. It's just like Tower of Doom. The 2 room is the easiest, 3 is the next hardest, 4 is the next hardest, and 5 is the very hardest. Alright, so we have an extra turn red here. Let's take that. We have Mercy right here, as you can see. We're going to turn purple into yellow. So we have it right here. We're going to make a T, which is an extra turn. So we're going to do that. Okay. We're just trying to get World Breaker up. Just trying to get World Breaker up. So I don't even care about those skulls. I'm going to go ahead and take yellow. Get World Breaker up. If I had taken skulls, I just would have killed 1 troop. Now I'm going to kill them all. So that was quicker than taking those skulls. Just let them have the skulls in this case. 73 for, a bunch of gold again. We got like 700 gold. You get glory. We upgraded our delve chest to level 2. We had like a 30 or 40% chance for that to happen, and it actually happened this time. It didn't happen in the last battle. When we beat this one, our chest didn't get upgraded. We had like a 30% chance here. I think we also had a 30 or 40% chance here. I didn't look, but it actually happened, so that's good. We want our chest to be like level 6 before the end if we can. If not, no big deal, but you get more treasure the higher your chest level is. So we have 1.15 here, 20% chance for chest upgrade, which I honestly don't even look at the percent chance of the chest upgrade either, because it's going to be there no matter what. It doesn't matter which order you do the chest upgrade in. It's going to happen or it's not going to happen. It doesn't matter the order you do it in. The only thing that matters which order you do it in is the treasure multiplier. You want to get that treasure multiplier up as high as you can, as early as you can, so you get more percentage quicker. Like you get more multiplication quicker. So that's 1.2, 1.15, that's 1.2, and 1.15. This effect is just warded. We don't care about that. So we're going to do 1.2. And if you have a 2 room and a 3 room and they both have the same multiplier, do the easier room first, because you're going to get more treasure in the harder room. So if they're the same multiplier, do the easier one first. That way it raises your multiplier for the 3 room, which has more treasure, so it helps out more. And that's only if they're the same. Looks like we should have Mercy here, and we do, right here. So that'll give us an extra turn with Mercy. Go ahead and do that. We need yellow anyway. We have some brown here that hopefully we can... There's an extra turn over here with brown, so let's do that. Now we got blue. And yellow, that's good. So always look for these extra turns here. You see how there's 2 brown here? And then there's 2 brown here. So if you can find a 3 match in these 3 rows right here, if you can find a 3 match somewhere in this, you're going to get an extra turn off this brown up here. You're going to drop these 2 brown and match it with these 2 brown and get extra turn. So we're going to do the blue right here, and it's going to give us a brown extra turn up there. Bam. We got green right here, green extra turn. Oh, we've got world breaker, so we're going to do it. Bam. Cleared it out. If you don't have world breaker, which I know it's a mythic, it's hard to get, you could use Dawnbringer or any other AoE team. Like I'll check it out. I'll see what else you could use here. After we're done with this one, I'll check out the troops and like suggest something else. Here we have a 5 room, which is most likely going to have a higher multiplier than the other 2 rooms right here. Those are both 1.5. This is 1.4, so we're going to do it first. It's going to be harder, but it's going to give us more treasure going forward. A better multiplier. Got a brown extra turn here. Skulls, we kind of might need them in this one because I don't think World Breaker is going to kill in one cast. So I'm going to go ahead and take it, kill that troop. Now we have Mercy right there. I just need to get our World Breaker up. Green extra turn. Also yellow. Yellow extra turn. Take some yellow. We got World Breaker. And we win. So our multiplier, our room treasure multiplier is up to 1.65, as you can see in the upper right. We're still on level 2 chest. We kind of had some bad luck so far. We've only had one. The first room automatically gives you level 1 chest. We didn't get a level up here. We got level 2 here. We didn't get one here. We didn't get one here. So we're hoping we get some out of these next rooms. 1.3. So if this was a higher level delve, we would be like leery of this room because the giant toadstool can change your troop into a toadstool and it kind of ruins the rest of your delve, because once you pick your team for delves, you have to use that team all the way through. You can't change your troops once you pick your team. If you start a delve with a team, you have to use that team all the way through. Anything that happens to your team along the way, it's permanent. So if one of your troops dies, you're only going to have 3 troops for your next fight. If one of your troops gets turned into a giant toadstool, it's going to be a giant toadstool for all the rest of the battles and the boss battle. If your order gets mixed up, it's going to be mixed up in the next fight. So we don't have to worry about that too much because we're just farming. So we're probably going to kill it before it does anything to us. And even if it does something to us, it's not a big deal because our other troops can take care of the boss easily. Brown extra turn. Let's just go ahead and get Mountain Crusher. Go ahead and cast it. And we got Trickster up if we need it. Do that. We're just doing a bunch of explosions. And we'll do Mountain Crusher again. We're just going for World Breaker. Got World Breaker. Let's cast it. And we win. See, we didn't have to worry about the giant toadstool there. But we could, you know, have to worry about it in higher level delves. But we're just talking about farming right now. This is what you're going to do every day. Just like dungeons, where you can do 3 dungeons per day. You can do 3 delves every single day. So that's how you farm chaos shards, which are the resource for delves. You use them and you get treasure or cards for your factions. And you'll need those faction cards to do pure faction, which is a whole nother thing I'll have to explain in a minute. We have Mercy here, so let's go ahead and cast it. It's going to be right here. I want the yellow more than I want the purple, so I'm going to use Mercy. We got Trickster, so if there isn't any extra turns, we're going to go ahead and cast that. Blow up some green. We have Mercy again right here, the T shape, which is an extra turn. And now we have World Breaker, which is killing, pretty much killing their whole team the whole way through. And we're done with that room. Multiplied our treasure multiplier is 2.1 now. We still didn't get a level up on our chest again. We're having some bad luck with that. But most of the time, if your horde level's at 10, which is the goal, if you're farming the warrens, you really want your horde level, which is your chest level, to be at 10. That way you get the most treasure out of it possible. And I'll show you how to upgrade your horde. So we got Mercy right here. It gives us yellow, which we need for World Breaker. I'm going to take these skulls because I'm going to get brown out of it and yellow out of it. Let's see. Let's take yellow. I gave them an extra turn. That was kind of dumb, but no big deal. Like I said, we're just going quickly. Red. Extra turn with purple. Like I was talking earlier, there's 2 purple here. There's two purple here. If you find a 3 match in these 3 rows, you will get an extra turn. Which it's easier to see when you've been playing a while. But there's an extra turn. Now we have Mercy. Do we have it? No, but we have Trickster. We can go ahead and use that. Blow up the green. Alright, now we have World Breaker. So, end of the match, hopefully. Boom. Match over. Did we not get a... We still didn't get a chest level up? That's very unfortunate. For this, me showing... As soon as I'm recording, I don't get any level ups, but you'll see how effective like your horde being at level 10 is once we beat the boss. So this is the boss, 100% chest upgrade, plus we're gonna get whatever our horde level is, we're gonna get that many chest upgrades as well. So if we're at level 10, that gives you 4 chest upgrades after you beat the boss. So we're gonna end up at like level 7 after this fight. Take the green extra turn. Blue extra turn. We don't have any Mercy going on. Go ahead and get the green. Oh, we can do purple. We want to get Trickster up. Okay, so now we'll cast Trickster. Blowing up the green. We got Mountain Crusher. See how they just switched our troops? If we had another battle after this, we would have to deal with it in that order. We got Mercy. And we have World Breaker. Might take 2 of them to beat this. We could do some skulls though, just to clean up. Mountain Crusher, there's 8 brown gems up in the left corner. Trickster, there's 12 green gems, so we're going to cast Trickster instead of Mountain Crusher because there's 12 instead of... there's more. And that's the win. So that's the delve. That's our farming. That's how you farm. We got 1250 gold. And we got to delve chest level 6. Which is about the worst you can do. You'll definitely do better than that. And now you can claim your rewards by pressing triangle. And let's see what we get. 6 mythic ingots, 38 chaos shards, 20,000 gold. And that's like the least you will get. That was a terrible, bad luck delve right there. But still, you know, not bad for... it would go way faster because I was explaining it and everything. But yeah, you just pick level 20 in the Warrens and you just blow through it as fast as possible and beat it all the way out, beat the boss, because it's not going to progress anything if you go back to 20. As long as you go back to 20, it won't progress past 40. You don't have to stop at the boss. The only time you have to do that is if you're doing level 40 here and you don't want to go to 50. That's the only time where you would get to the boss and quit out and collect your treasure. Or if you're in an event and you don't want to, like, let's say the event is the Warrens that week. You don't want it to progress your level above 40 because you still want to farm at level 20. So you're going to have to stop at level 40 in the event, because anything you do in the event will progress you permanently. Even though it's just a one-time thing during the week, it'll still progress you permanently. Alright, so here's my Horde level. What you do here is you will use chaos shards, which you get from farming. We got 38 of them right now. I wish I had a little more, but you'll open these. So let's open one. You'll get a card or you'll get a treasure. The cards are used for pure faction teams, which also give you Renown, which I haven't even said that word yet, Renown. But here's your faction Renown. It's just, the more Renown you get, the more rewards you get. So right now I have 5,565 Renown total across the whole underworld. So for that I'm getting all of this. Plus 4 random ingots every day. Every time I log in I get 4 random ingots. And I'm getting plus 170 gold a day. And plus 1 life. You know, it shows over here on the right. I'm getting plus 170 income gold a day, plus 4 random ingots per day, plus 1 health, just from having 5,565 renown from 7 factions. Then there's the faction rewards. This is just for the Warrens. So right now I only have 500 because I'm farming it, but that gave me a mythic ingot. And you earn 2 chaos shards every 10 renown. So next I'm going to get 3 legendary ingots. And you can go all the way up to, you get a pet eventually. And the way you get renown is by the best delve you've defeated, which this isn't a good example because this is my farming one. So let's go to All Seeing Eye or something. Best delve defeated, 220, so I'm getting 440 points for that. Best delve with no casualties, so you can't die the whole time, 220. I'm getting renown for that. Best delve using the factions team, so that's pure faction. You have to use the cards that you get from opening these right here. It's going to give you the troops for this faction, Watch Mother, Zeradar, stuff like that. That's what pure faction is. The cards from this faction. You have to use a full team of just troops from this faction. Best one I've done here is 120. Treasure Horde level. You get 94, so I'm getting 470 points for that, which is right here. Treasure Horde level 94. That determines what your stats are. So the reason you farm is to increase these stats to make it easier the further you go. So you can use chaos shards and treasures and everything you get from the Warren, which you're farming. You can use those here in All Seeing Eye and level up your stats. Every level you go, it adds more stats there to the left. So you use treasure, you put treasure in here. It costs gold, a lot of gold. So every time you fill up that purple bar, you gain a level right here. So it'll give me another life point if I fill up that bar there with treasure. So, but see, it costs that amount of gold to go up 1 level, but it's cheaper the lower you are. But the first thing you want to do is level up your Horde quality. So every time you level up, it gives you a chance at upgrading your quality. And it'll tell you at the bottom, upgrade quality chance, 30% chance. If you use a sacred treasure, it gives you 50% chance. Genie's lamp, 30% chance. So you want to get it to 100% chance. And then you'll level up your quality, which determines how many plus delve chest level you get after you beat the boss. So if you had, like, say, plus 6 when you were going into the boss fight, you would end up adding 3 more after you beat the boss, depending on your horde quality level. And 10's the highest you can go. Gives you 4 times gold, 2 times souls, 2 times glory, 2 times ingots. I know it sounds very confusing, but let's go back to the Warrens. We'll do it again. I'll see if I can do it quickly this time without explaining. I'm trying to think of anything else I wanted to say. So what you want to do as you're going to be farming the Warrens, okay? To get your chaos shards, to get treasures from the portals, to upgrade your quality and your level for your other factions. So you can progress those as far as you want, but you want your stats to be higher. You want your chest quality to be higher. So you're farming in the Warrens, you're getting shards, you're using the shards to get treasures and troops for these other factions. You're leveling those up without progressing until you're comfortable with, like, your stats. Do you want to use your pure faction team? Because if you don't use your pure faction team on an easier level, it's going to be way harder. If you're on level 200 and you haven't used your pure faction team yet, it's going to be so hard, because beating a complete delve with pure faction is not easy. I need to try to do this quickly here. Alright, come on, World Breaker, let's go. So we're just farming this. I'm trying to think of other things, how to explain it again as we go. Got our level 1 chest, which you get every single first battle. So now we're going to choose between the treasure and the multiplier at the very top, 1.2. The higher one, and that's 1.15, so we're going to go with 1.2. And hopefully we get a chest upgrade after this battle, which we have like a 20% chance of that happening. Come on now. We got Mercy right here. Let's do that. Get the brown. We got purple. So we can use brown or purple. We got 8 brown, 8 green, so it doesn't really matter. Just exploding to get World Breaker up. We're gonna blow up their whole team with World Breaker. And that's that. Hopefully we get a chest upgrade. Usually it pops up right after the battle, so I guess we didn't get one. Got Thief to level 50 though. Our room treasure multipliers to 0.8. This is 1.25. The other one is 1.15, so we're definitely going to be doing this. Hoping for a chest upgrade here, which is the same no matter like what your quality or your horde level is. It's going to be the same no matter what, like battle to battle. The only thing that matters is the boss fight. At the end, you'll get a better chest upgrade depending on your horde quality, which you upgrade your horde quality with treasure. You get it to 100%. Or even 90%, 70%, it's a percent chance that you upgrade your quality. The highest quality you can get is a 10. We got Mercy, we got World Breaker, we beat the battle. Had to use a little Mountain Crusher cleanup there. But yeah, it's confusing. I'm trying to. We got upgraded to chest level 2, so that's better treasure. We had a chance for that to happen, it happened. It's a 20% chance here. See, we get greedy, so we want to do that as soon as possible. So we'll get more gold from even that, money bags. See why we do the Warrens? This is why, right here. Some people are like, why do you do the Warrens? This is why. Has the best chance of happening here. More gold. All allied troops gain money bags at the start of future battles. Greedy. All allied troops gain greedy at the start of future battles. So, both really good. Since this is 1.2, I'm gonna do it first. And now we're gonna have money bags. We're gonna get more gold for every single battle. We don't have alignment, but that's a lot of yellow I could get there, so I think I'm just gonna do it. Red and yellow there. Red. Got World Breaker. Let's clear out the other team. Except for one little HP on Cedric, which, as I level up my stats in the Warrens, hopefully that'll clear him out because I'll get more magic. Bunch of gold, 1,000 gold, 410 gold. We got 1,400 gold for that quick battle. 1.3, but this has greedy, so I'm gonna go ahead and do greedy first, just because I'm greedy. But hopefully you understand a little better delves after my rambling. It's really hard to explain. But the main things I wanted to let you guys know is you can't just progress willy-nilly, or you're gonna get stuck at a high level and you're not gonna be able to farm anymore. And the only time you'll be able to go back to an easier level is during the events, which only come around once every 7 weeks or whatever, 5 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever it is. And then you want to do it in multiplier order. The battles you want to do in multiplier order. It's not like the most important thing, but it will give you more resources, more treasure. We got 1,600 out of that room, gold. We got a chest upgrade, level 3, so we're going to get better treasure at the end, better resources. This is 1.3, so we're going to do that. Hope I don't go over time on this one. I knew this was going to be a long, hard explanation. Got a whole bunch of mercy right here. And you do not have to use this team, like I said. You can use whatever team you're comfortable with, whatever team is fastest for you. One day, my World Breaker is going to knock that whole team out in one cast, because I'm going to keep upgrading my stats with this team. We got 11 and we got 10. Let's do 11. Bam, their team's dead. Chest upgrade. Doing good on this one. Level 4 already. We got 1.2. We got 1.15, so we're going to do 1.2. Alrighty. We got brown and purple down here. We got Trickster. We got a red extra turn. Let's do Trickster. Blowing up some gems, getting some mana. Let's do Mountain Crusher. Got World Breaker. Hopefully we kill him in one shot here. Ooh, almost. We can just blow up some gems and kill him. There we go. Level 5. We're getting so lucky on this one. We got such bad luck on the first one. Now we're getting like the best luck. We might get a level 10 chest on this one. Alright, let's see. Do we have Mercy? No, we don't. We got brown and purple here though. That's do we have actually we have a blue extra turn, like I was saying, right here. We got this purple here. It's gonna drop the blue, make an extra turn. Let's blow up some green. Do we have Mercy? No, don't see Mercy, so let's blow up some brown. Still no Mercy. Let's blow up some more brown. Up, we got red extra turn. We got World Breaker. And we're done. Not a chest upgrade, but we got level 5 going into the boss fight, so we're gonna at least come out with level 8. Maybe level 9. I can't remember how that works. We have Mercy. Alright, we already got World Breaker. We're probably gonna have to cast it twice on the boss fight. Got Mercy again. World Breaker again. And it's over. Now we get to see what level chest we get. And a whole bunch more gold again. Level 9, that's the second best. The highest you can get is a level 10 chest. So we got a level 9, let's see what we get out of it. On level 20 of the Warrens. Looks like all chaos shards, that's good. We want chaos shards. 101 of them. So I can now really show you what we do here. So you got all your factions. We're farming in the Warrens. So there's two ways you can do this. You can pick one that you want to work on, one that you want to level up. Like say, the All-Seeing Eye is the one I picked. So you would go down, if your All-Seeing Eye was the one you wanted to progress, the one you wanted to get your Renown in, to get your rewards. It shows it right here. These are your rewards for Renown. That's for total Renown. This is faction rewards. So this is what you're going for in All-Seeing Eye with All-Seeing Eye Renown. Go all the way up to a pet. You get extra stats for total. So eventually I'm going to get +1 armor here for total. So you can either pick one you want to work on, or you can start out leveling up the Warrens, the one you're farming, to make your farming easier. So we could go in here. I already got the quality at 10, so I can't show all my factions, all their qualities are at 10, so I can't show you how that works exactly. But let's go ahead and upgrade the Warrens. First thing you do is use your chaos shards that you just got from farming. Open. Got Trickster, that's a troop we can use for pure faction to get more renown. For the Warrens. Just keep opening them. Gold ring, that's a treasure. Coin purse, treasure. And priest chalice is a treasure. So now that we got treasure, we can go to Hoard and level up our Hoard. So I'm going to choose priest chalice. It's a 20% chance for a quality upgrade, which hopefully you would have sacred treasure, genie's lamp, king's crown. So then you would just put in a sacred treasure, that's 50%, a genie's lamp, that's 30, so that's 80 together. And then you could try for a quality upgrade, an 80% chance. So if you hit the button with 100%, you're guaranteed a quality upgrade, which gives you better treasure. So if you start at 1, if you get to 2, you get 2 times souls. If you get to 3, you get 2 times gold. If you get to 4, you get +1 delve chest level. If you get to 5, +2 glory, or times 2 glory. 6 is times 3 gold. 7 times 2 glory. 8 times 2 ingots. 9 times 4 gold, +2 delve chest level. 10 is +3 delve chest level, and all that stuff right there. That's what you want to get your quality up first. Try to get your quality on all your factions to level 10. That should be your first goal. And then you can start upgrading your Horde level, which gives you more stats. So I'm at 117 on this one. So every time you add to that, you get more stats. See how it's going green and going up? So that'll just make it easier. Either you can make your farming easier in the Warrens by adding to these stats, or you can go to a different faction and try to get Renown, which is probably the better idea at first. Like, try to find one and level it up and get as much Renown as you can. And this is the way you get Renown, with your treasure Horde level, with your best delve using the factions team, which is purely the cards you get from opening, from using your shards. The cards you get, there's 4. You can look on the troop menu, whatever faction it is, All-Seeing Eye. These are the troops that you have to use for pure faction. You could use 2 Ocalarans, you could use 4 Ocalarans, as long as you're using pure faction. Like, it doesn't matter, like you could use 4 of one of these, or you could use 1 of each. It doesn't matter. But you got to do that as you go. You can't like wait till you're at level 200 and then do pure faction, because it's going to be really hard. Unless your stats are like super high, which I guess is the point, is the goal. So you could go over here and level up this Horde level with treasures that you get from farming the Warrens. So I don't know, I hope I helped you guys out I've been trying to level up the warrens to make my farming go faster, since I've already leveled up. This one's 620, this one's 1005, 685. I got all their horde levels, qualities to 10, because I want that, you know, extra treasure. All to 10. 10. They're all at 10. And you do that with treasure. Which is you right here, 50%, 30%, 25%. You just have to make it 100%. So if I add this in, that gives me a 20% chance. I add a gold ring, that gives me 30. Another gold ring, 40. Another gold ring, 50. And you can add up to 5 treasures. So if you have better treasure, you have more of a chance of upgrading your quality, which you want to get to 10 as soon as possible. So I don't even have enough gold to do that, but I could level up my horde level, get more stats. So I'll put in one of these priest chalices, a gold ring, and a coin purse. And I don't have enough gold here either, but I would level up to 118 if I did that for 96,000 gold. And that would level this up and give me another point in attack. And that only works in this faction, in this delve, but it helps you get more renown for all of the rewards for getting renown. Income, ingots, stats. And these stats work across the whole game, except for like arena. So, hopefully I've helped you guys. I mean, use the warrens. That's where you want to farm. Keep it at level 20. Anytime you go to a different delve, and you beat the boss, it's gonna progress and you can't go back. You want to do them in the order. Do them in treasure room multiplier order. If you see greedy or money bags, you want to get that as soon as possible. When you beat the boss, you're gonna multiply your treasure. Hopefully you got a few chest levels along the way. And that's when you get your chaos shards. That's when you'll use your chaos shards 20 at a time to get treasure and pure faction troops. You use the treasure to upgrade your quality to 10, hopefully eventually by getting it to 100%. And then your horde level, which gives you more stats for that delve, that faction, so you can go higher and higher and get more renown. But yeah, that's all I got. I hope it wasn't too confusing. I hope you learned something. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Maybe I'll have to do another video on this. I don't know. I really don't even know what time I'm at here. I might be going over time, so I gotta end it here. But hopefully you guys learned something. And I'll see y'all next time. Please like, share, and subscribe. Peace.